I don't know why this is here. It doesn't matter. Who wants to go first?
Well, to me, you're top of the list, so...
I guess I will go first. Two. Roll again, I guess. One. Blue. G&G got first. G&G, welcome. We've had a lot of issues tonight. I hope that you're ready for Lord of the Rings trivia while listening to Lord of the Rings music. By the way, people watching on YouTube, you're not going to get this music. Put on the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Put on all three and just set it to random, because that's literally what I just did.
No, you only listen to the Rohirrim charge.
That's what's playing right now, by the way. That's what's playing right now.
Only the Rohirrim charge.
On repeat.
All right, so someone asked me the blue quest. It looks like an Oblivion gate. Are those on? Yeah, it's like the second one down.
Want me to shuffle?
I've already shuffled. You can just grab and ask.
Where's my box? Is this my box?
If you just put it on the ground and press like 1 over it, the number 1, it'll pull it into your thing.
Okay. Who drags Frodo to cover when the ringwraith flies over them in the Dead Marshes?
Was it Gollum?
No.
It has to be Sam.
What? You only get one answer.
I know. Who was it though? It was Sam, yeah?
It was Sam.
Okay, well,
Your
shit.
options were Gollum or Sam, and you said Gollum, so no, you didn't get it right.
All right.
I don't know how to put it underneath.
Just put it aside. Like make another pile.
Oh, that means it's my turn.
Yep.
Where am I?
You're on... Where are you, actually? You were here, and now you're not.
No, that was you.
You
You never
appear,
put
you're
me on
red.
the board.
No,
No,
he's
I'm
not
not
red.
red.
He's blue. Here, you're over here now.
5.
All right. That's, Leaf.
The Leaf of Lothlorien.
Who kisses the dying Boromir's brow? Spoilers, I guess. Spoilers, Boromir dies. Spoilers, Boromir gets turned into a pincushion by the orcs.
Pretty sure it was Aragorn.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Now, is it out that he's Aragorn at that point, or are they still calling him Strider?
It says Aragorn. I think
Okay, so everyone
I
knows.
think they know him. They know his name like pretty early on. They just don't know who he is.
It was sometime after the initial meeting of the Fellowship. I think it is revealed that he's Aragorn and not Strider.
By the way, apparently in this, if you get the right answer, you go again.
Oh,
But you can only get a wedge if you land on one of the big spaces. And you can move either way. You can move either direction.
well, either direction takes me back to where
Yeah.
the same thing.
Should have taken a brown thing.
I guess I could have gone backwards, but too late.
Another leaf. What creature says of the destruction at Isengard, a wizard should know better?
It's a Trent. Treebeard.
Go again. All right. I'm not going to take this into my thing anymore because it like takes it upside down so I see the answer first. And I feel like if someone is watching this, they don't want to see the answer first. They want to try to guess at the same time, you know? What scene in the first movie was pre-visualized by Peter Jackson wearing a virtual reality headset?
Oh
This is
gosh, I
behind the
think I
scenes
knew this
stuff.
one. Yeah, I didn't expect behind the scenes stuff, but of course. I think it was the Shire. Wait, which scene?
Yes. Which scene in the first movie, so you know, at least it gives you a clue, was pre-visualized by Peter Jackson wearing a virtual reality headset? Knowing the answer, I like snuck a peek at the answer. Knowing the answer, it does make sense for how the shot is in the movie.
It's not when they're going through the mines of Moria, are they?
You have to be more specific.
What do you mean specific? Like, what are they doing, or where
Yeah,
in the mines?
yeah. Be more
When
descriptive about the scene.
it's not the scene where they're crossing the bridge near the end, is it?
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
No. It is the Moria cave troll attack.
Ah, okay.
They have a cave troll. All right, so now it's Craig's turn.
Fool of a took.
I win.
It's not how it works. You can do
Oh.
that if you want. You just nothing happens in someone else's turn.
Is the middle not a trivia?
No, the middle, as far as I know, is not a trivia space. So the goal is you can go past the middle at any point. You are allowed to go into the middle. The problem is if you're not asked a question, then you don't get another turn. That's it. That's your turn. What you want to do is you want to go to all of these big spaces and if you answer a question correctly, you get a wedge in your little circle. So what you want to do is you want to go to all of these things, fill up your circle, and then go to the middle and land in the middle. And I think that there's like, yeah, I think you need like one of every question. So, and then for moving, when you decide which direction to move, you can decide to move in any direction, but once you decide which direction to move on that turn, you have to move all the spaces that direction. You can't like go back and forth or anything like that. But like if I rolled, over here and I answered a question right, then I could go back on my next turn if I want, et cetera, et cetera. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
Craig gets a tree. Who swears he'll be dead before he sees the ring in the hands of an elf?
I feel like that question's giving the answer away immediately.
I'll be dead.
Yeah, Emily.
That's entirely correct. You get to go again.
They all but like didn't add the spittle of him saying elf.
The elf. Lost joke. You ask the next question. It's the knife. Sword.
Sword. It's probably Sting. What weapon does Aragorn hand over last when ordered to disarm outside the Golden Hall?
It's getting very intense right now.
Narsil.
You
What's Narsil?
if you alt shift over it, you'll see the bottom side. By the way,
It's the Sword of Gondor Reforged.
No.
he doesn't have the sword of Gondor reforged at that point, does he?
No,
I don't
he
even remember what the Golden Hall is.
That's the
It's
hall
the
at
Hall of Rohirrim,
yeah, when they go to
and
visit
the thing he handed over was his knife.
his knife.
Yeah.
All right, my turn then. Great. Hey, you know what? I'll take it. Give me a leaf.
How does Treebeard describe Entwise? Willowy, leafy, or he can't remember?
Oh my God. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna say willowy. It's gonna be either that or you can't remember.
So what's your answer?
Willowy.
Nope.
Yeah.
He
Kyle
can't remember.
resubscribed. Hi. It's okay, Kyle. It's okay. Were you able to fix the internet? You can join. You can rejoin if you want. Lost Sook's turn. Okay.
Bah.
A ring.
It is a ring.
What's the name of King Theoden's father?
Ah, shit. I have no clue.
I would not know this one either. This one I don't remember.
If they mentioned it, it was like one line and I missed it.
Yeah, it's like Theoden, son of someone.
Theoden.
Is it? Hold on. Hold on. It's not Thrain, is it? I might be. Yeah, it's not. It's not Thrain.
Is that your guess?
That's my only guess.
It is Thengel.
Thangel.
I don't think I've ever heard that name in my entire life. Craig, it's your turn.
What do you mean? That's my name in real life, and you knew it.
Craig's actually your middle name. Thengel is your first name.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to play this with Stephen Colbert.
No, Stephen Colbert. Here's my question. Would Stephen Colbert Here's the thing. These questions are for the movies specifically. They're not really for the books. So would Stephen Colbert, I mean, he would get most of them right because I mean, obviously the movies are Jesus Christ. The movies are based on the books, but like, do you think there are questions in this game that are going to be like, this is the way the movie did it, but the books did it slightly differently, and so Stephen Colbert is not going to get it? Like, what about that thing where he says,
No.
"What's the last weapon that Aragorn pulls out?" Like, what if
I
he
think
pulled
he
out a
knows
different
all
weapon
about the
in the
movies
book?
too.
I'm
I
sure
think the
he
movies
does,
are
but
easy mode.
would it confuse him?
Probably not.
All right,
What are you
Craig.
on? What is that?
Behind the scenes, bottom.
What did the goldsmith Hans Hansen create for the trilogy? Oh, this is out of. This is behind the scenes.
What else could it be?
Johns Hansen create for the trilogy.
Yeah, on the
Ring.
Goldsmith.
rings.
The One Ring.
Yes.
Just flip it. You just press F to flip it when you're reading out the answer. It's fine.
No.
Nice. All right, you go again, Craig. PNG, the music is playing, right? You can hear it. Does it need to be louder, softer?
More bombastic.
It gets real bump. It's very quiet right now because it's playing a very quiet song, but
It is somber.
ring. What street in Hobbiton is Bag End located? I feel like that is bad grammar. On what street in Hobbiton is Bag End located? Would be the proper way to write that.
No idea.
Give a guess. Make something up.
Footy book.
Footy Brook almost sounds like it's a real
Oh, I said
place.
no. I said book, not brook.
I know, but
Footy.
Footy Brook would sound more realistic.
Upper Parkway.
Bagshot Row.
That sounds like the wrong side of town.
My turn.
You know, them Bagginsons are over there on Bagshot Row.
Tree.
Sounds like a place
1,
where
2,
if you
3.
go there, someone's going to
Buttons.
shoot you with a shotgun with the beanbag rounds.
Sounds like a Harry Potter street. Bagshot Row.
What did you land on?
Weapon.
The dagger.
Yeah.
What happens to the deeping wall when Theoden taunts Saruman, saying, "Is this all you can conjure?"
It gets blown up. The goblin. That's the one where they run into the like little sewer pipe with the bomb and they blow it up.
It's blown up. Yeah. It just did. I don't recall them calling it the deeping wall. It was
Yeah,
like,
I had to.
the wall of Helm's Deep.
I really had to think about that for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, what part was that? And then I remembered. Oh yeah, it's at Helm's Deep. 2.
Your face is at Helm's Deep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leaf again. Give me that leaf.
What is the name of Arwen's father? I think that's lowballing you.
Oh, I didn't think Theoden was Arwen's father though. I'm thinking of someone else. I'm thinking of it's just her name starts with an E. Arwen is the elf. It's Mr. Anderson. What's his name? Elrond. Jesus. Elrond. I know. I was, you know how I was trying to remember it? I was like, wait, he kind of shares a name with the Scientologist guy. But what's the Scientologist guy's name? Oh yeah, it's Elrond. Oh yeah, Elrond. That's how I got there. That's how I
You've
got.
even seen him allegedly on screen much more recently.
Have I? Oh yeah, Elrond, the character.
Supposedly, yeah.
All right, well, I'll go again. Jesus Christ. I was thinking of AON. Yeah, giant our guy here. 1. Ugh. Tree, I guess. It's either tree or tree.
How many rabbits does Gollum catch and drop in Frodo's lap on the way to Mordor?
I'm gonna guess 3. Nah.
2.
All right. Lost Joke's turn. Noif. How many Fellowship members are killed by the Uruk-hai?
1.
I mean, you would think. Only one of them died. Spoilers, I guess. You get a yellow thingy.
I get cheese.
Mmm. All right.
Supposed to take blue wedges.
No, you need to take the wedge of the color that you landed on.
Wrong.
Because you need all of the colors.
That's incorrect.
I mean, that's the way that this webpage that I just looked up describes it. So, who says he wants to put out Sam's eyes? What the fuck? What kind of question is that? It's like who says these filthy hobbitses? You might as well just do it in his voice.
Why are there 5 different categories then and 7 different colors?
Because
Of
I don't
which?
know. This is for other games. Remember that this is a multiple game mod.
It was Smeagol.
Wait, is that your final answer? Because
I'm pretty sure it specifically wants me to say Golem.
Okay. Yeah, it was Gollum.
They're the
But
same person.
But Smeagol's the same person.
I mean, they're two different personalities as portrayed in the movie. Just saying.
That's not canon unless he's diagnosed by a medical
Get
professional
the
with dissociative identity disorder. Merg.
What does Sam refer to the dead marshes as when Gollum first leaves them there?
He either calls it I think he calls it a bog.
Mm-hmm. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
A swamp.
Oh, a swamp.
Alas. Craig's turn.
Sword.
Sword. What's the name of the weapon Bilbo gives to Frodo in Rivendell? Not the easy one.
Ding.
That is definitely correct. Also, are they still working on the new Lord of the Rings MMO?
No word.
I know that they were going to do like a big graphical enhancement on the original, and then they canceled that because it was going to be like too expensive for an MMO that they're not really doing a lot with. Reroll, 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 reroll. Let's joke. Your turn. Your turn to read. It's the ring.
Who steps into the water first in the dead marshes with his left foot?
What
I
a
feel like
weirdly
which
specific
foot doesn't.
question.
I think which foot doesn't necessarily matter.
What if it means the other 2 went first but stepped with their right foot?
It says this one stepped into the water first.
With his left foot, meaning other people could have gone first, but with their right foot.
That would be amazingly stupid.
Yeah. Uh,
Maybe it's like a book reference. Maybe it's like in the book it says that he uses left foot, and they're just being cheeky.
Well, Tolkien would do that, but with the movies.
Yeah.
mm,
I mean,
could
there's
be
only
any of
3
them, really.
choices. I
I
mean,
know.
you got like a 33% chance.
There's good logic for any of them doing it.
I got my guess.
Gollum.
I guess Frodo.
We're all going it with Sam.
uh,
Because then he immediately says we got led into a swamp.
Sword.
Whose arrow pierces a rope that collapses an Uruk-hai siege ladder at Helm's Deep? I wonder.
I mean, it's got to be Orlando Bloom, Legolas. Yeah.
Who else is that accurate?
To be fair, there were a lot of elves there.
Yes, but Legolas is special accurate. Because he's one of the one of like 2 elves that we have a name of in that entire fight.
It's Oblivion Gate.
What race were orcs before they became dark and hideous under Sauron's shadow?
They were, I mean, according to the Amazons, the Rings of Power, they were elves.
They were elves.
That was one of the things they didn't make up.
No, they actually they mentioned that before. Remember this game predates the shows.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd rather have this than a behind the scenes sword.
What huge tusked beasts do the Haradrim ride into battle at Minas Tirith?
I can't remember their names. They're the big elephants, but I honestly can't remember their names. I should remember their names, but no, I don't know. I can't remember their names. As soon as it comes up, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, it's them.
What's your guess?
Timothy Oliphants.
Mumakil.
I would not have guessed that at all. Didn't they have like another name for them, or am I thinking of something
I
else?
thought Sam called them an oliphant.
I don't know. So your
Sam's
turn, last
probably
joke.
not the expert on what animals are called, I guess.
Was it me?
Yeah.
Get back here.
What phrase does Bilbo want his book to end with?
I don't know. Lost joke. I mean, it's your turn. I'm also guessing, but
I don't remember. I don't have a guess.
You're forfeiting your guess.
Yeah.
And he lived happily ever after to the end of his days.
All right, now I remember.
Craig, thy turn is nigh.
I think that was in the first movie too, where Frodo asked him, "How do you want your book to end?"
Physics. Leaf. Whose blurry face does Frodo see speaking to him when he is feverish in Rivendell?
He kind of sees a lot of faces, actually.
Arwen.
Elrond. He said, Mr. Anderson.
Wrong person.
Mr. Bagginson.
Mr. Bagginson. What's he been in lately?
What's
Ring.
Baggins?
Hobbits are a disease.
Hobbits are a disease.
Who keeps Frodo from running to Gandalf's aid as the wizard dangles from Moria Bridge?
Probably Aragorn.
Is that your answer?
I mean, I think it's gonna. I think there's only one of. It's gonna be one of three people. It's either gonna be Boromir, Aragorn, or Sam. I'm guessing Aragorn. No.
It was Boromir.
I secretly guessed that, but I cannot prove it.
Fly, you fools! Did you know that was actually Gandalf giving them a hint to use the eagles, which they did not pick up on?
Well, they have no means of summoning the eagles. It was only
No,
Gandalf that
that's
could.
not. The eagles wouldn't have done it anyway. That was the whole point.
There are a lot
People
of
who
reasons
think,
why they didn't use the eagles.
yeah, people who think they should have just used the eagles are dumb and have no idea what they're talking about. Did you move already
Yes, I moved.
to the
I need to
Oblivion
close
Gate?
shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Who is
Listen,
accused of
when you
leechcraft?
want to when you want to sneak in front of a giant eye that's trying to spot you, you want to be up in the sky.
Who is accused of
Flying over an
leechcraft and thrown down the steps of the Golden Hall? I mean,
Grima
that's,
Wormtongue.
yeah, obviously.
Also, flying over an army that has, archers.
How about flying over an army that has the friggin' Black Riders, the Nazgul, on the big like dragon things that fly around, and we'll just kill
Yeah,
them?
Like, there are a lot of
those are
reasons
the
why
real
they didn't
threat.
use.
Archers aren't really a threat to an eagle, unless the eagle is stupid enough to get really low.
I mean, the thing is, that's not even the main reason why the Eagles didn't want to do it. The Eagles didn't want to do it because they were like just too afraid of Sauron in general. They didn't want to get on his bad side. Nazgul or not, that's not really their main like issue with it would have been if they had been asked, which they were not.
Nazgul probably would have been what killed them, but yeah, Sauron easily could have killed them also. He's the most powerful wizard.
Wait, I thought it was my turn.
No, I got it right.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm not paying attention right now.
And I'm fishing. Damn it. Tree.
What shape is the stone plinth the ring rests on at the council in Rivendell?
What shape?
I think I know the answer to this.
I mean, like, is it like a big octagon?
Is that your answer?
Yeah. It's such an odd question. I didn't expect.
Yeah, that's what
It's an
I
octagon.
thought.
Because it's meant to, like, each side is facing a representative of the free races. At least I think that's what the point was. I have to read the book again.
No, it's meant to be a metaphor for like an MMA octagon.
Meant to be a metaphor for the stop sign. It was the world's way of telling them not to do what they're about to do. But they didn't listen.
Just not letting me have it.
It was fate telling them to have Aragorn challenge Sauron to mixed martial arts match to decide the fate of the world.
That's what it would be if the movie was made nowadays. It would all just hinge on like a big fight between Aragorn and Sauron, and that would have been it. What does Legolas raise to his chest to offer a blessing for Merry and Pippin? His bow is left hand or his right hand?
I think it's his right hand.
You are correct.
Just let me have it.
Weep on.
Sword.
What weapon strikes an orc in his back before he pursues Merry and Pippin into Fangorn?
What? What?
What weapon strikes an orc in his back before he pursues Merry and Pippin into Fangorn?
It's an arrow?
That's what I would have assumed.
A spear.
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 Ooh.
Well, the question's a bit odd because it's like it didn't give a name. It's just like what weapon hit him in his back? Who are we being hit in the back?
The orc. Jan Orc.
Oh, an orc. I thought it was talking about Boromir.
Yeah, it said an orc.
What
What
color
weapon strikes an
horse?
orc?
What color horse does Gandalf ride to Isengard when he seeks Saruman's aid about the ring?
Who's this toward?
Greg.
Me.
Oh.
Greg.
That's what I would have said too. Is it brown? Alas. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go here and roll again.
Gandalf needs to work on his color coordination.
Close shut the jaws of oblivion.
What object does Frodo clutch whenever a ring wraith is near?
I
Oh, come on.
assume the ring. the one ring.
He clutches his pearls. I mean, yes, obviously. No,
Yay!
no. He clutches the ring, not the one ring.
Yon one singular ring if. Oh, speaking
Well,
of
your
one
options
ring.
are the ring. What two races form the old alliance that Haldir refers to at Helm's Deep?
Elves and man.
Yes.
What else? What else could it be? Some of these questions are real softball questions, and then the other ones are like super specific, like what color horse did Gandalf ride?
I think the only questions I might not get are the ones that are behind the scenes.
Oh, true.
Imagine if the answer was piebald.
Someone asked me a tree question.
What time of day does Aragorn intend to cross the Nainhothel Lake? Hithel.
It's nighttime.
Nightfall.
Does that count? That's up to you, Lost Joke. Does that count or not?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
That's a non-specific time.
Well, no, it's very specific. It's nightfall.
Whoever asked the question
Nightfall
gets
is
to
the same
decide.
as nighttime.
Whoever asked the
Yeah,
question gets to decide.
I don't care if you get it right, but
Alright.
nightfall is not the same as nighttime.
Sure. Damn it. Listen, I'm gonna keep on going as far as I need to. Now,
Not allowed.
Oblivion.
What is Gollum's only wish in his fishing rhyme?
For a juicy fish?
To catch a fish. Yeah.
What is that? Does that count or not?
That counts.
All right. Damn it. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tree.
Which two members of the Fellowship wear full gloves on both hands?
What a weird question that is.
It is very weird, but yes,
Very
there are
weirdly
two
specific.
specific characters.
One of them's Gimli, I assume. The other one, Boromir. Hey! Cannot
It
believe I
is
got that right.
It is an odd question, but yes, they're the only two that actually wear full gloves for some reason.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hey! Weapon.
What symbol do the Uruk-hai brand their faces with before leaving Isengard?
I don't know what kind of answer they're looking for. It's the white hand of Sauron. Saruman? Saruman. Saruman. Oh, this one's the
Yeah.
right hand.
If you hadn't changed that to Saruman, it would have been wrong.
Still going. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oblivion Gate. What is this supposed to be, by the way? What actually is it supposed to be?
Which
Bell.
hobbit cut his bindings first when escaping the Uruk-hai in Rohan?
I don't know what that's supposed to be, actually.
Um,
I don't either.
I bet it's either Merry or Pippin. I'm gonna say Pip. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that was a guess. That was a 50-50 chance guess.
How many times have you seen Lord of the Rings?
My god.
What place, according to Gimli, has more cheer in it than Edoras?
Moria? Graveyard. Damn. Another weird, kind of a weird specific question.
Yeah.
All right, Lost Oak, your turn. I'm gonna look up the Lord of the Rings Trivial Pursuit Pursuit Manual. I'm gonna see if the manual says what it is. It doesn't say specifically what it is, but it does say what the category is.
What is the category?
Leaf is good characters. That thing, whatever it is evil characters. Trees is things. Red is place in history. Yellow is warfare, and then the brown is behind the scenes.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's supposed to be, like, I don't know, the Eye of Sauron or something?
Maybe.
I'm on, by the way.
You're on.
The Eye of Sauron.
Who believes Pippin to be the ring bearer after the Hobbit looks where he shouldn't have?
Sauron.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Sauron. That's when he looks into the Palantir, I think.
Yeah, that's a very specific moment.
So you get blue. Food of a took.
I'm not gonna
Nice.
get this one.
What does the software acronym MASSIVE stand for that was used by Weta Digital? Also, look at the. I assume whoever uploaded this added this this comment on the card.
That is my response. What?
That
Let's
is
see if
a
I can make
ridiculous
something.
question.
I told you, I'm probably not going to get these behind the scenes stuff, or they're going to start pulling this. Major assault solid state induction visual effects.
That is correct. Multiple agent simulation systems in virtual environment.
I guess that's the system they use to do massive crowds.
Yeah, for the big armies, I guess. Man, that was a bullshit question. That's a bullshit question.
That
It's your turn.
like, I knew I wasn't going to get it, but geez.
Greg, it's your turn.
I feel like you need Colbert levels of knowledge of behind the scenes.
Would
in order
Colbert
to feel
even
that.
know that one? He knows the lore. Does he know the behind the scenes?
You know what? Probably some behind the scene. I feel like that's something he wouldn't know because that doesn't really have anything to do with
I still have this listed as
specifically
Carcassonne.
Lord of the Rings.
But I do. But I'm
You
dumb
never
and had this
changed
listed as Carcassonne.
I don't think you've ever
Let me
changed
change it. Let me change it. It's been forever. It's been too long.
it. All right. What two woods does Mary say the fires of Isengard will spread to?
Uh,
I don't think I have my Middle Earth geology grade.
I mean, one is obvious, but I don't know what the other one is.
one is obvious.
Yeah, it's where they were, isn't it?
If only Lord of the
I'll
Rings
guess.
Online's maps were actually good.
I'll guess Fangorn and the Mirkwood.
No.
Wow.
Way off.
Man, I don't know Lord of the Rings geography.
You know, I don't think Mary does either.
I think you're right. I think you're right
Those
about that.
sounds like woods next to the Shire.
They are woods next to the Shire, so it's like obviously Mary doesn't. It's like, have they actually left the Shire at all? Does he actually know what's
No.
out there?
That was the whole. None of them had left the Shire before
Yeah,
they started
that
on
was
their
kind of the
adventure.
point.
Yeah.
He couldn't name any of the woods near there.
Mr. Frodo, this will be the furthest I've ever been from the Shire if I shake another step. And
Leaf.
this next step is going to be even further.
And this next step also.
Who
This
tells
next
the
step. Shut up,
Telepet
Sam.
near Lothlorien that Gladriel is waiting for them? Can you remember their name?
I know. I can kind of recall what they look like.
Yeah, I know you can see who they are, but do you remember their name? I think at this point in the movie, they don't tell you their name.
No, I can't. Nothing's coming up at all. You know what I'm thinking of? That's not him, but I can't help but think of it. Is
What?
friggin' Lee Pace from The Hobbit, his character.
Right.
But even
No.
him, I can't remember his name right now. So no, I don't know. Haldir.
Haldir. His name came up before. That's the only reason why I
Yeah.
remembered. Oh, it's me.
Yeah, it's you.
1. Well, it's gonna be sword.
What was the main ranged weapon of the Uruk-hai at the Battle of Helm's Deep?
Main ranged weapon?
Mm-hmm. I know what this is.
It was a crossbow, wasn't it? Like,
Was it?
do they want a specific thing or just like what they use to fight ranged?
Yeah, what weapon did they use to fight ranged?
They were crossbows.
It was crossbows.
Specifically, I remember the scene where they jammed all of their crossbows in the hole in the door.
I would have gotten that wrong because I would have thought it was a bow and arrow. I knew they were arrows. I didn't think they were crossbows.
An arrow is not used on a crossbow. They're too big.
I know.
I already got that one though.
I've been trying to figure out what this stupid symbol is, and I still don't know.
Give me a tree.
What kind of day does Treebeard say he sees his Rowan shine in a song?
What kind of day?
What kind of day? His Rowan shines during a kind of day. What day is that?
Oh, I feel like this is you had to have seen like the full extended cut. It's a sunny day.
A summer's day.
I didn't know they wanted a
Craig's turn.
season.
Still trying to look up this Trivial Pursuit thing. See if I can figure out what it is.
I almost want to say it's like the cave opening in Mordor, like the mountain itself.
Leaf. What beings are natural sprinters according to Gimli? Jesus Christ, this game.
Well, Star
Dwarfs.
Wars the same way.
It is indeed the dwarves.
Star Wars was the same way. It had like really like easy stuff, and then it pulls off. What type of pencil did this person use to make edits on the specific script of the third movie?
Evil symbol.
Lost joke, your turn.
Who tells Theoden that Saruman's army is not a rabble of mindless orcs?
It's either Gandalf or Aragorn, I think.
Pick your choice.
I'll go with Gandalf.
It was Gimli. These are Uruk-hai.
One, two, three, four, five. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Evil symbol. So I found a post. The evil character symbol in Lord of the Rings Trivial Pursuit has us stumped. Anyone able to figure out what it's supposed to be? Nobody can agree on a single thing.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Some people think it's the white hand. It's white hand of Saruman. Some people think it's an orc symbol about Sauron. Some people think it's an opening to a cave, and nobody can come to an agreement.
So not even this version of Trivial Pursuit's creators have ever come forth. So it's just
Nope.
forever a mystery. What racist food does Gollum tell Frodo he cannot eat?
Hobbit food? No, it's probably elf food, because they're probably talking about the lambus bread.
I sure love biscuits wrapped in leaves.
Nah, I should have stayed with my first one. Oh, that's fine. It's your turn.
Gollum is a hobbit.
He's a river hobbit, which I guess is
So?
different than. I don't
Kind
know.
of different, but he's also been corrupted by the ring for a long time, so he probably can't
Yeah.
even, like vampire. He can't even eat normal food.
He probably can. It's just Gollum being Gollum. I tried image searching for symbol of Sauron to find that, and I didn't find it, but I did find a series of promotional posters for the Rings of Power, and they're like the most uninspiring thing you could ever look at to try to convince you to watch a show. Like one of them is somebody, it's just a pair of dirty hands holding a bunch of acorns.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
The acorns?
Yeah.
I think it's one of the Harfoots.
Oh.
And another one is just a pair of hands holding a scroll. It doesn't even show anybody's face. It's just you can see like their middle torso and their hands and something they're holding. Another one is just literally somebody in a medievalish outfit with clasped hands in front of them. Nothing, they're not holding anything.
What is the name of the river that flows closest to Isengard?
Geography
Yeah, I know.
was
I
Oh,
couldn't get this one.
this woman is holding a book. I want to watch this show. There's like two where the hand is holding a sword and they're like remotely interesting looking. Because one of them is clearly Sauron.
I have no idea. I have no guesses.
It's Eisen. The river Eisen goes through Isengard.
I
I would not have gotten that.
I was
Does
actually
Isengard guards Eisen?
I was actually trying to reason my way into naming that the river is probably called Isengard.
Do you think they made the posters like that because they couldn't get the actors in when they were making up the posters, and so they just made it up?
I think they thought that that was really like an artistic, cool thing that people would. I don't know.
It's your turn, Craig. What chore is the hobbit farmer engaged in when startled by a dark rider hunting the ring?
Oh, what chore? I thought you said shore. I'm like, what? He wasn't next to a river.
Hoeing.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
He's a hobbit hoe. He's chopping wood.
Yeah.
I would have got that one wrong too. I thought he was sweeping his like path.
Yeah, I thought he was sweeping his porch.
Two. I don't want to do behind the scenes, so we'll do Oblivion Gate.
What creature follows Sam and Frodo to Mount Doom?
What?
Could be anything.
It was an old river hobbit that was corrupt by the ring. I think his name was Cough Cough.
He didn't really follow them.
It's Gollum. They want Gollum, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes. They have not revealed to the audience that Gollum is Smeagol.
I guess he followed them after they like told him to get lost.
One, two, three, four, five, six weapons.
Battle?
Battle.
Who fits King Theoden into his armor before the Battle of Helm's Deep?
It's Aragorn helps with that, as I recall. No.
Gamling.
Who the hell is
It's
Gamling?
he's the blonde-haired guy that was
Yeah, I remember him. I remember him. All right. Craig's turn. No, Lostoke's turn.
Oh.
Trying to get like a good image of this, but it is kind of a blurry image. Tree. What does Saruman order the orcs to do with the stream that runs past Isengard?
He orders them to dam it up.
Lostoke, no,
God damn.
no swearing.
Sir,
I
is
didn't
this
say
a
it.
goddamn?
Mysterious Oblivion Gate.
What creature blows the horn as Frodo and Sam watch the Black Gate open?
It was an Urukai, I'm pretty sure.
It was an orc.
An orc.
Yeah, I knew that was wrong.
Craig's turn.
Urkai were Saruman specific.
Well, also they tend to use orc interchangeably by anything evil. Like goblins are orcs, technically.
Yeah. Goblins are like little orcs.
Goblins weren't elves, though, right?
No.
I have no idea,
They're
actually.
different.
I don't know if they explained in the movies what goblins were, but they almost never referred to goblins at all until The Hobbit when they went to Goblin Town.
Yeah, I don't think goblins are elves. I think goblins are like their own thing. Lostoke, your turn to read.
What is this?
Symbol.
The mysterious symbol. How were Merry and Pippin to arrive in Isengard per Saruman's instructions? Dead or alive, alive and kicking, or alive and unspoiled?
Alive and unspoiled.
Yeah, I remember this
Yes.
one.
Like I don't have to look because I know the line.
Your turn again, Craig. You're still in it. What about their legs? They don't need them.
What did them alive and unspoiled? They are not for eating.
Meat's back on the menu, boys. Which one is this?
The
symbol. Jesus. Who leaps on Frodo's back at Mount Doom? It was Sam. Sam did it.
He was trying to throw Frodo into the fire.
My answer is Tom Bombadil.
Because it
It
always
was
is
always
Tom
Tom.
Bombadil.
No, Gollum.
Yeah, it's
I want one of the answers in this to be Tom Bombadil, but I know it won't be. Because he was never in any of the films. He was never even mentioned.
they didn't know like what to do with him. He's such a weird
Well,
addition
what
to the
would you
lore.
do with him? He's like... It's like he's integral to the lore, but also not.
Yeah, he doesn't actually do anything, as I recall. Like he just kind
He
of
re-
dances around and be's weird for
he
a while until they
refuses.
leave.
He refuses to do anything because it is not, like a lot of things, not his problem.
Leaf.
What race of beings have hearts that Gladriel says are easily corrupted?
Men.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
definitely it. You get a blue. No, it's a green, technically. It looks blue, but it's just, yeah, I used green in mine. Giant Nerd Guy, he's not allowed to leave his forest. By whom? Who says that Tom Bombadil is not allowed to leave a forest?
Who has more power over Tom Bombadil to say, no, you don't leave?
Who tells Frodo about Gollum's past?
Huh.
I assume there's only one person who could do that, but
That kind of has to be Gandalf.
is that your answer?
Or it could be Gollum, but I don't think Gollum ever does that.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think Gollum even remembers.
Gollum remembers nothing from the
It
book
has to
four
be.
times.
It has to be Gandalf.
It is Gandalf.
I don't know how Gandalf knows either, though. Cast a spell.
I don't know. He's a wizard. He just used his history knowledge. He rolled a 20 on his history check. All right, let's check you're up again. It's sword.
What is the first thing the Helm's Deep defenders see in the darkness as the enemy nears?
Uh,
Oh man, this behind the scenes question I would have gotten easy.
I think I would have gotten that one too.
torches, I guess.
You'd think. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Also, I would have gotten the other answer correct too. I saw it. I saw it
What?
on the bottom there. The behind the scenes one. It's exactly
Oh,
what I
yeah.
thought it was.
Well, I know the answer. I also know something else about that answer.
Your soul. Oh yeah,
What about it?
you get yellow. Craig, here you go. There's your yellow. Your piece of cheese.
What else do you know about it?
That originally the answer for that question was actually going to be Gandalf, but due to health issues was not.
Yeah, Christopher Lee was going to be Gandalf originally.
At the time of filming, he had some slight health issues that kind of prevented him from being Gandalf.
Apparently, Christopher Lee was wanting to be Gandalf for like years. Like he very much wanted
Right.
to be Gandalf for a long time.
Also, it has nothing to do with Lord of the Rings, but he also has his own metal band.
Who found the ring when it was abandoned? When it abandoned Gollum? Who found the ring when it abandoned Gollum? This isn't really Lord of the Rings trivia. This is a
Bilbo.
different trivia. Yeah.
Bilbo
This is
Baggins.
this is Hobbit trivia.
Well, it was a scene in Lord of the Rings.
I guess so.
Well, I think it was in Two Towers actually.
Yeah, it wasn't. Didn't Two Towers start out with like a whole backstory thing with Gollum? It like showed him strangling his like finding the ring and then strangling his friend.
Well, that was either sometime in Two Towers or at the beginning of Return of the King. Because there was that little bit of you get to see a brief glimpse of him before he got corrupted.
Yeah. And as he's getting corrupted as well. So that's a knifey poo. What part of Helm's Deep does Aragorn do some dwarf tossing onto?
It's a very long way.
Toss me. I think I know this one.
I feel like this is a moment where you have to kind of understand how strong physically Aragorn is. That's a whole dwarf in armor.
Yeah, they are fantasy characters. I mean, Aragorn's also supposed to be like 80 years old at that point, so. But he has that like fifth of elf blood in his veins that makes him live longer.
Only a little.
That's something that was never really gone into in the movies, as I recall.
I'll just say a stairway. I don't know.
The Causeway. You know what? I'll give that one to you.
I wouldn't have called it that. I would probably called it the gate, the main gate.
I would have called it like the entrance, like the path leading up into the entrance. There weren't any stairs, though. It was a ramp.
It was entirely a ramp.
But I'll give that one to you because that one is, I don't know, one is iffy. Go again.
I'm not going to be pedantic to the anatomy of medieval structures.
I will.
The only thing of a medieval structure I would actually know the name of is Masticulations?
Machicolations.
Yeah.
Tree lost joke.
What 3 words does Frodo hear the evil voice say when he first puts on the ring? What did we say this subject was? What did the tree represent? Knowledge?
Hold on, I gotta bring it back up. Oops, that's not it. Oh shit, I've already clicked off. Hold on. There it is. Things. It's just what it says. Things.
Oh, okay. So what 3 words did Frodo hear?
I see you.
Oh, you were wrong. I thought that's what he said.
You cannot hide. I don't remember him saying anything, to be honest. But
no, he does.
The voice
speak,
was a very
I thought
like.
It was I see you.
The voice was a very like.
I see you would have been a lot scarier than you cannot hide. Like,
No.
was he even trying to hide?
I swear up and down that he says I see you.
Maybe he
could have
says
been
it
a
later.
different scene.
Yeah.
Maybe.
My turn, I guess.
Hold on, I'm gonna go.
He ends
look
up putting
that
on the
scene.
ring a few times, so.
Ring.
You cannot hide is a weird thing to say the very first time, though.
Ringy poo.
Like,
you asked me, Craig.
Does Frodo already
Or-
have a history of
I don't care.
trying to hide before this? Ring.
Yeah.
What weapon did Elrond wield in the battle of the last alliance of men and elves?
Do they want like a name? Because I don't think I can give you a name. It was a sword. But if they want a name, I don't know.
I don't. To me, I'm not fully knowledgeable. I think they just want what kind of weapon he wielded because I don't know if that weapon had a name.
Place in history is this category, and I think they probably want a name. Unfortunately, I don't have one. Elf Sword 3000.
A
Oh,
sword.
they just wanted. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. This is. Hold on. This isn't red. I'm gonna make this red. There we go.
Hold on.
You know, swords are not the best weapon for the battlefield.
This question is wrong.
Is it?
I watched the scene. He in fact says, "I see you."
Oh. Well, what are we gonna do about it? Want to go back to Craig's turn?
Was it a main slice that he was going for?
Yes. You know what? We'll just give him a main slice. There you go. You get one.
Oh no, he does. He does in fact says you cannot hide.
The first time? Okay,
It,
well then he doesn't get a main slice. It's
so
aside, lost joke.
well, I'm trying to like I said, I'm rewatching the scene. He does say I see you, but he says you cannot hide. That is before the eye physically shows up to look at him. It is just
All right.
a rumbling in the darkness.
So the correct answer is you cannot hide,
Yes, you
even though he
cannot
does
hide.
say I see you later on.
He says it like a second after that. But by then he's already like a flaming eye in Frodo's face.
All right, let's continue on. I rolled a 3.
Your face is a flaming eye in
1,
Frodo's
2,
face.
3. Oh
I
god,
wouldn't
I
say it's
have
a
to go this way
flaming
though.
eye.
Behind the scenes. Oh god.
What did the crew filming on Mount Rapahu try to avoid trampling? Ancient moss, spotted owl's nest, or volcanic ash? At least you have a multiple choice question.
Uh,
What did they avoid trampling on this mountain while filming?
Owl nests.
You're sticking with it?
I don't know. So
Ancient
ancient
moss.
moss. Jesus Christ. All right. Don't step on the moss. Your turn. Lost joke.
I don't have a green.
What's green? Leaf.
Who does Gandalf choose as Frodo's companion at the start of the journey?
Like his traveling companion? It was Sam.
We'll need his full name. Lost joke, please.
Samwise Gamgee, Frodo Baggins's gardener.
Just to say,
Sam.
I would have thought would at least say Samwise. Mm. All right. Gamwise Samji.
A ring.
Sam and Gam.
A ring. What kingdom is home to the once great city of Osgiliath?
Kingdom. I have no guess.
Nothing at
I'll
all?
guess.
Okay, you guess, Craig.
Condor.
Yes, Gondor. Your turn, Craig. Sword. Whose horse does Legolas jump onto with a dazzling leap during the refugee attack?
The refugee attack.
I remember him jumping onto a horse, but I don't remember the refugee attack.
It was when they're taking the citizens of Rohan to Helm's Cheek.
Oh.
The Warg attack.
Yeah.
Send out your Warg riders.
I remember it being very CGI-ish.
Because it was.
Yeah, it was CGI, but I remember it was like the most CGI-looking thing in the movies.
It'd
The
be funny
thing
if it was like a trick question and it was Legolas's horse. I'm gonna guess Legolas's horse.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
It was Gimli's horse. That's probably what I would have guessed, but I wouldn't have been sure about it.
He just can't keep his hands off Gimli, can he?
No. The
I think
ultimate
Gimli
bromance.
promptly falls off the horse, like not long after that moment.
Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I have to go this way, so. Leaf.
Who tells Gandalf he has to get away from his confounded relatives?
Bilbo.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It's the ring.
Who calls Pippin a fool for being noisy and all in
Fool of a
school?
toque.
I feel like these questions in these two categories are like lowballed on purpose.
That was obviously Legolas saying that. It's Gandalf. It's always Gandalf.
I'm pretty sure that was Faramir.
This Faramir.
Who?
Faramir showing his quality. Yeah. Nah. All right. Leaf again.
What is Aragorn's advice to Gimli about his weapon as they walk through Fangorn Forest?
Keep it out and ready. Nope.
Lower your axe.
All right. Then it's Craig's turn. No, Lost Oak's turn.
Lower your axe. I thought also axe up, head down.
No, it's Fangorn. He was warning him because the trees were talking to each other, and Gimli wielding an axe is kind of like.
Yeah, well, we prefer. We like axe up, head down. Last joke.
That's face down. Axe up, face down.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
What kind of flesh does an Urukai captor say he smells, referring to the trackers pursuing them?
Man flesh.
Yeah.
Fresh.
That like line is something that just lives rent free in my head. Is just man flesh, implying that man flesh has a very specific smell. I don't have. I can try that again.
Those musky humes.
What northern kingdom of men, now destroyed, was once home to Aragorn's ancestors?
Is that the where he goes to recruit the ghosts? I have no name to give.
I have a name, I think. Can I guess?
Go ahead.
Is
Do you
that
know the
the
kingdom?
is that the Numenor? That's the only guess. Let's see.
I don't
I'm
have a guess.
guessing Arnor.
Dunedain. Dunedain. Dunedain was the second guess. But I didn't guess it. Greg, your turn. Noise. Evils. Who's the son of Ecthelion? Very to the point, and yet somehow still very esoteric question.
Yep.
I have my guess formulated.
I'm
But
cheating because it's not my turn.
I'm probably completely wrong. What do you think, Craig? What you got?
I'm just wild guessing Boromir.
I would have never guessed this.
Denethor. I would not have guessed that either. That's not what I was guessing.
Wasn't somebody the son of Denethor?
Boromir and Faramir are the sons of Denethor.
Yeah, Boromir and Faramir are the sons of him.
So Ecthelion was their grandpa,
Denethor is John Noble.
the steward of Gondor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
5.
Well, I was sort of kind of close.
You had the right line.
Swords.
What twosome joins Aragorn in the Battle of Uruk-hai at Amon Hen so Frodo has time to escape?
Merry and Pippin? I mean, there's only so many twosomes. It's Merry and Pippin or it's Legolas and Gimli. I'm pretty sure it's Merry and Pippin, but probably Legolas and Gimli. No, I didn't get it right. That's right. Merry and Pippin were like leaving another way, I think.
They were off gathering wood.
Yeah.
Oh, bums.
What is the plural form of the word Uruk-hai used by Legolas?
Plural form? I thought that was kind of like Moose is just Uruk-hai, right?
That's what I thought.
Well, let's reveal how wrong I am.
I would guess Uruks.
I'm guessing Uruks. Yeah. No swearing. Nobody swear. Not even fantasy swears. Okay, your turn.
For all that.
So, if I say the hands of an elf, is that still swearing?
If you're a dwarf, yes.
I feel like intent.
What was that? Did you see that?
Yes. I don't know.
fell.
That was not rolled. I'm rolling that again.
Okay,
I
that's
thought
fine.
I thought you
Do
were
it.
doing that on purpose because it just like stopped and fell.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Yes, but it actually rolled this time.
Yeah.
Yep. Who leads the free peoples of Middle-earth to the Black Gate in their assault of Mordor? Mordor. There's been a Mordor.
Can you really call it an assault on Mordor?
The King of Gondor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. Yeah.
But could you really? It's like it wasn't really meant to be an assault. It was meant to just. It was a diversion.
Well, it was an assault that was intended to be a diversion.
Your turn, Lost Joke. Tree.
What kind of bread do elven lembas most resemble? Shortbread, pita bread, or baguette?
Uh, Shortbread.
Pita bread.
I feel like that's a little bit too subjective, to be honest.
Lembas is very flat.
You're
Your
very
face
flat.
is flat.
Yes.
Ah.
It's also really crumbly, which pita is definitely not.
Yeah. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just back and forth here. Swords.
How many arrows does Legolas shoot into the lake beast at Moria's west gate?
What what kind of question is that? Come on.
Well, how many arrows did he shoot?
3.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, sure.
2. He only fired 2?
The answer's always 2.
No more, no less.
2 by 2 hands of blue. Who says Saruman no longer cares for growing things?
Treebeard.
I mean, yeah. Who else? Who else would have said that? That still only counts as
Merrick.
2. Says giant nerd guy.
Give me the ring.
Give it to
No.
me.
How many dwarves attend the Council of Elrond in Rivendell?
2.
4.
4.
4. They must have been standing on top of each other.
They were in a trench coat. I silently guessed 3, so I was wrong about that one. Your turn, Craig.
Still only counts as 2.
What name does Faramir call the path into Mordor that lies northeast of Minas Morgul? I can't get this one.
Yeah, all I can think of is the Black Pass, but it's definitely not that.
You can always just guess that if you don't know anything else.
No guess.
All right. Mm, Cirith Ungol. Sounds familiar, but couldn't. I wouldn't have pulled that one out. Ugh, perfect. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Now I need to get it right.
What Middle-earth outdoor set was planted with over 1,500 feet of hedges?
The Shire. Hobbiton.
Hobbiton.
Well, I mean,
I'll give it to you.
it's okay. Hobbiton is what I meant by it.
Like, I understand the Shire is a very large space, and they specifically wanted Hobbiton, but they're kind
Yeah.
of interchangeable when it comes to, like, general people.
All right, now I just got to get to the middle. But you have to land exactly on the middle, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, I'm done. I win. I win. Let's keep going though. Let's see who's second. Let's choke. Straight check failed.
Whatever.
Who falls off an ent in Fangor Forest?
Pippin.
Yeah.
Correct. Tree. What does Merry steal from Pippin in Treebeard's home?
Some ent draft.
A flask, probably filled with that. So I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Like, there was a whole exchange of, like, Pippin trying to be smug about how he's slightly taller than Merry now. And he's like, what? Don't think I have this one yet.
What is Gandalf doing when Frodo awakens to find him at his bedside in Rivendell?
He's smoking a pipe.
He's pulling a Shinji.
No.
Gross. Smoking a pipe isn't a sexual innuendo, is it?
It could be.
Depends intent.
What did you intend?
He's smoking a pipe so he can blow a really elaborate smoke boat into a ring.
I wish I could do that.
Just to dunk on Bilbo.
Was he smoking Frodo's pipe?
I don't think Frodo has a pipe.
They all have
Whoa.
pipes. All hobbits smoke. A little bit of fogweed.
I don't. Is Frodo even old enough to smoke?
Frodo's like 30 or 40 years old in Lord of the Rings. He's older than he looks.
While his actor is basically immortal.
Yes, that's also true. Everyone is like older than they look in Lord of the Rings, pretty much. Smoking his pipe. Smoking whose pipe, though?
His.
Frodo's pipe and not a literal pipe.
What color is this? Brown?
Orange. That's orange. Brown is behind the scenes.
Battle.
To battle!
What do Merry and Pippin throw at the orcs when the Ents attack Isengard?
They throw rocks.
Rocks. I hit him with a rock.
Geography.
Who was proclaimed the Lord of Moria in the inscription on the West Gate doors?
Was Balin, I think.
Durin.
Durin.
Oh, Durden's folk. I thought the question was asking like who was in charge at the time. You know, before they were all horrendously killed by the drums in the deep.
6. Tree! Which animals are depicted in a cross-headed design on the houses in Edoras?
Horse.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Correct. You get an orange. Tasty orange.
Now, Orange, you glad?
Orange, you glad you watched Lord of the Rings? I don't know why I'm so sniffly today. I was fine earlier, and now I'm like not.
What does Treebeard call Ent children?
Saplings.
Entings.
See, I would have said entlings. Probably would have gotten that wrong. Your turn, Lost Oak. I would have said younglings.
Not the younglings. Balls.
I like the
Sword.
anecdote that Ewan McGregor had to cover his mouth when he said that because he was just laughing too much.
He said what?
There when Obi-Wan is watching the hologram of Anakin killing the younglings, and
Yeah.
he says something like, "Oh, he killed the younglings." Ewan McGregor made the actor's decision to cover his mouth with his hand when he was saying it because he was having a difficult time saying it without like smiling because of how stupid the line is. What is this sword? What do the Urukai fire from the giant crossbows at Helm's Deep?
Grapple hooks.
Grappling hooks. It's grappling hooks. Lost Hook. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to mark you off for that.
Well, if you want to be extra pedantic, wouldn't they call them grapnel hooks?
No.
I hate the word grapnel. I don't know who came up with that word.
That's not a word. That's like somebody mistook it for shrapnel.
I'm gonna get there. Gonna get somewhere. Tree.
What object does Faramir use to lift the chain with the ring from Frodo's neck?
I think he uses the tip of his sword.
His sword.
Sword.
How many times does Gimli fall off his horse on the way to Helm's Deep?
Twice.
I get the feeling Lost Oak is better at Lord of the Rings trivia than we are, Craig.
But I'm not winning.
Probably.
You're not winning, but like I got really easy answers. That's why I won. It wasn't because of skill or knowledge, because I got stupidly easy questions.
I mean, I would admit I have seen Lord of the Rings a lot. Balls.
Breathing into the mic a little bit, Craig.
Tree.
Stop breathing. What sound alerts Aragorn to the approach of Éomer and his troops on the plains of Rohan?
Sound? I guess the hoofbeats.
The neighing of
Oh,
a
the name of the
horse.
horse. Because I figured
Incorrect,
he'd hear
Lost
the
Joke.
the rumbling of them riding across the plains,
That's
or it could have been
incorrect.
Legolas saying like, "What do your elf eyes see?"
Legolas is the one who said that, and that's exactly what he sounded like too. He just starts talking to himself at some point in the movie.
What? Well, listen, Legolas was always been weird, so I wouldn't be surprised that he just talks to himself too, because that was the point in the books that Legolas was a bit weird.
What fellowship
He was
member says fear will drive them to destroy what hope they have? Fear will drive them to destroy what hope they have. All I can think of when reading that question is Star Wars. Fear will keep them in line. Fear of this battle station.
Aragorn.
Boromir. I thought it was Boromir, but I wasn't 100% sure. Let's joke.
Mm. I'm just not close enough to anything. Sword me.
Sword. Who does Theoden order to get the wounded on horses after the Warg refugee attack?
Think he either orders Legolas or that one guy whose name I forgot.
You've already forgotten it.
It comes up like so little
Yeah.
because like typically whenever leaders are calling out to even named characters, they're just like generally giving orders, not like, hey, you name, do this, because it's just for everyone. So I'm just gonna say Legolas. Because Legolas gives him a look.
Gambling. It was the other
Yeah,
guy. It was the
it
other
was
guy that
the
you're
other guy.
thinking of. I couldn't think of his name either, but I thought it was going to be him.
It's like I
Greg.
see who he is. I don't remember his name. All I remember is that weird elf stink eye Legolas gives him about like leaving the dead.
What trickery does Gollum use to try and turn Frodo against Sam?
I will not suffer the chicanery.
He tries to frame Sam for eating all the food.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Yep. What a long answer that is. In Trivial Pursuit matters.
Because he's a stupid fat hobbit.
You get blue. All you need is red now.
I feel like Sam isn't as fat as people as Gollum thinks.
You are able to go through the middle, by the way. Like, it is available to you.
What's the rule if you like land perfectly in the middle? Like, do you just not have a turn?
Yeah, you
win.
just don't have a turn.
What does Frodo say he is carrying when Strider grabs him at the Prancing Pony Inn?
Uh, I don't know. No money.
Is that the answer you're going to go for?
Yeah.
You know what?
Nothing.
I would take that. I would accept that one.
I mean, you're technically right. No money means he doesn't have anything. Sure. Why not? I'll let you have it.
Because he thinks he's like being robbed.
Yeah. What's it got in its pockets is?
What color stone is on the top of Saruman's staff?
Blue.
It's white. It's a white stone.
So Saruman can color coordinate, but Gandalf can't.
It's cocaine. He has a cocaine rock on the top of his staff.
No, it's on reroll. It's on reroll again.
Okay. This is what I was doing earlier. Craig did this earlier too. We've all had this.
Now it's the leaf.
What's Sam's full name?
Samwise Gamgee, the gardener.
Yep. It's actually Gamwise Samji.
That's his cousin.
No, it's Sam Gam Gam.
Damn. Sword.
What fellowship duo gives the Urukai the runaround at Amun Hen so Frodo can escape? This is the same question.
Did we
This is
not?
just the same question in different words.
Yeah, it's the same question, just worded different because it doesn't mention Aragorn. Legolas and Gimli.
I bet this one is Merry and Pippin, and the other one was.
Ha!
Yeah,
It's Merry and Pippin.
that's what I thought. Was that wrong? Did he get it wrong? I don't remember now.
Yeah,
It's wrong. The other one was Legolas and Gimli because it's
Okay.
specified with Aragorn.
I get it. So it wasn't the same question.
It was worded intended to fool you, and fool me it did.
What kind of metal is mithril? Mithril. What does that mean? What kind of metal is mithril?
It
It's
either
mithril.
wants the line that it's said to describe it or something else.
It's from when a tree got struck by lightning.
What is thy answer?
Uh, star
What?
or meteor. Shut up. It's stupid.
What is stupid answer?
What was it?
Silver.
Oh,
Stupid answer to a stupid question. It's return lost
Yeah.
joke.
damn.
You can go back on a big space. It's like it's okay to do. You just won't get another wedge.
Yeah, well, I want to work towards something I don't have. And I don't want to answer from that category yet. Or again right now.
What race of beings does Elrond claim hide in their mountains seeking riches?
Goblins.
That's correct.
Dwarves.
I'm not even gonna
Spiders.
look at it. I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm not gonna
Dragon.
respect that question
Dragon.
enough.
But it's dragons.
It's not though.
Sword.
What does Aragorn fall into after the Rohan refugee attack? A cave, a river, a boat.
River.
Yep.
Fell into either of the other two things, he would have died.
All right, give me this.
Where does Sam mistakenly think the ring race were killed? In a river, on Weathertop, on Hen. I know what
Well,
this is referring to.
is it referring to the scene where they're demanding the she elf? Hmm. I want to say. Oh, uh, is that place called Weathertop?
The
That's
place
gonna
where
be my.
Frodo gets stabbed.
Yeah, it's the place where Frodo got stabbed. Is it called Weathertop?
Yeah,
That's my guess.
it's in a river.
River.
It's a river.
Oh, in a river. Wait, when? When did he?
That's when
He
they're
was.
like chasing them, and then what's her face
Yeah, was
conjures like the weird like water horses and like takes him out.
when she conjures the river, but I was like, wait, Sam wasn't there.
I don't know, man.
Why would he know this? I mean, I guess they can say, "Oh, this is what happened," so he just assumes. But it's like it made it seem like he was there to witness it.
Uh, yeah, Lost Joking.
Or is it blue?
The evil
What
cave.
creature describes Saruman as having a mind of metal and wheels?
Freebird.
Yes, it's Treebeard.
Yep.
I'm not gonna look because I know it is. Yeah, I watched that specific like scenes with Treebeard a lot.
Nice. Craig's almost done. If he gets this one right.
Was that a ring?
Yep.
Yep.
What is the name of the place Merry and Pippin run into when escaping the Uruk-hai captors?
Angorn Forest.
I mean, yes.
You get a
I just
red. Let me
I
make
just
this
wanted
red.
to check and see if
It's
they
probably
just
red.
say, "Oh, go into the forest," or "Go into the trees."
So you do have to get exactly in the middle. Just to let you know. Who does Frodo watch diving into a pool near Fairmare's secret cave? I feel like this is another pretty obvious one.
That's it.
To me, it is.
Gollum.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
I feel like any answer involving him will never be Smeagol, unless it's specifically like what was Gollum's name before he became Gollum.
Yeah. What door icon does Gandalf first touch with his staff to try and open Moria's west gate?
I don't know.
Any
A
guess?
hand.
A star. I wouldn't have got that one. Let's look.
It seemed like it was worded like I didn't think it was so specific. Like I think he just touched the door. I don't think he touched any specific part of it on purpose. 5. Give me a ring.
What direction across the plains does the Broken Fellowship take to track the Urukai captors.
It was east, wasn't it?
It was west. It was Diane Weist.
East. I thought you said west.
Your turn, Craig. You can do it. If you roll 1, 2, 3, 4. If you roll a 4, you get second place. You don't win. I won, but you know, you get a mithril medal because it's silver.
I thought it's like such a question. It's like, do you want the line or what? What are you asking? It's a medal.
Roll it up, Craig. Roll it up. Craig? Craig, are you
Look
here?
at this. Look at this.
What?
Look at this image.
What image?
The top of the box or the side?
What
What?
am I looking at? What are you talking about?
In stream chat.
Oh.
Does
Is
it make
that
you think of anything?
I
is
guess
that what
that
it's
could
supposed to be?
kind of be, but that's I don't know, that's a stretch. Where is that? Moria?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in Moria.
But why Moria? Why use that as the symbol for the bad guys?
I don't know.
It's like, wouldn't the obvious choice be the Eye of Sauron?
What kind of creature is the leader of Sauron's forces in the War of the Ring?
That's cool.
Yeah. Who is the only member of the Fellowship to wear a helmet?
Gimli.
I'm not even gonna look at that. I'm not even gonna look at that one. So close.
Wouldn't that arguably make Gimli the smartest member because he's protecting his head?
Probably. How many
Yeah.
stars were there on Prince Isildur's breastplate?
I believe it's pronounced Isildur.
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 It's a little too dwarvish of you.
Isildur. His name is Isildur.
I feel
3.
like
3,
to
7.
properly sound dwarvish, you need to speak as though you've had several casks of beer.
Your turn, Lost Joke. Lost Joke still needs red and brown.
Is that a leaf? Give me a leaf.
Yes. Who do the elves of Lothlorien sing about in a lament? In a lament to configuration.
Ooh, they had to strike me in a hard spot. It's not Glandriel, is it?
Is that your guess?
Yeah, I don't have any other names to throw out there.
Gandalf.
Gandalf. Oh,
Gandalf.
is this when they think Gandalf's dead?
I guess so, yeah.
Right, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Craig, if you get a 1, Oh, well, there you go. Well, where's...
You may think you have won, but truly, it was Gollum.
Yeah, Gollum is the only survivor of that massacre. Gollum wins.
That is why Gollum wins.
But not the video game. The video game of Gollum does not win. The video game of
No.
Gollum could win an award for
The
being
only
worst
thing
game, but
the
it
only
does have
thing
competition.
the only thing that game wins is the fact that it gave that very iconic Gollum face that my Discord's been using as like a reaction meme for a very long time.
Gollum might not be the worst game of the year. There are other games in the contention. There's the King Kong game, and then there's the Walking Dead game that just came out.
I don't know anything about that one.
Oh, you should look it up. It's like Walking Dead Destinies or something like that. It's bad. It's not. I don't know. I feel like it's not as bad as the King Kong or Gollum games, but it still is pretty bad.
The Gollum game was kind of just made for unknown reasons, but the King Kong game was made by a company literally called, was it Game Mill, which is essentially just something to pump out.
I think Game Mill also made the Walking Dead one. They might have also made the Gollum one too. I don't remember.
They did not.
I don't think they did. No,
they did not make the Gollum game. That one was, I think, Amazon.
Yeah. They made it with the same
I'm noticing a
care
trend.
that that they took with their show. All right. Well, we're an hour early, but honestly, I think that we can call it here.
I don't think we can squeeze in another round of
No,
Trivial Pursuit.
I think that we're good. Hopefully next week, everything will be sorted and we can properly have a go at the Viking heaven. So until then, goodbye.
Goodbye.